Do you feel like nobody likes you? Do you feel not good enough? Do you feel that you beat yourself up for a small mistake that you've made? Do you feel sometimes like a fraud in your organization? Do you feel you're not fulfilling responsibilities towards your parents? Do you feel like a bad parent yourself? If these sound like you, then stay with me. Trust me, you will not regret this. I'm Zainab. I'm with you all today to talk to you about certain unhelpful thinking styles that we use in our daily life. If you remember from our last video, we spoke about the cognitive model. And if you haven't seen the video already, you'll find the link in the description. If you see the slide here, you will see situation and thoughts. So what I'm going to address today is how do our thoughts become unhelpful and what kind of unhelpful thinking styles we engage in, which makes the entire model become extremely negative. Let's get into unhelpful thinking styles and what they look like. So the first one is magnification of negative. Let's say you made a grammatical mistake in your email. You could spiral from there and think to yourself that you're terrible at your job. That is magnification of the negative. The second one is minimization of the positive. Now, you could have completed your master's with all the turmoil and hardships in your life. But what do you say to yourself? Oh, that's nothing. Everybody can do that. That is minimization of the positive. The third unhelpful thinking style is catastrophizing. That is going into worst possible scenarios. Now imagine your boss or your professor comes and tells you that they need to talk to you. Until they actually have that conversation with you, you've taken your own trip and gone into visiting everything that you've done wrong and already assumed that you're going to be fired, and now preparing yourself how to actually deal with that information. Now that is catastrophizing, looking at worst possible scenarios. The fourth unhelpful thinking style is overgeneralization. Now let's say you go for a job interview and for some reason you felt awkward. Now from there you can actually start saying to yourself, I'm awkward in every aspect of my life. So what gets highlighted in your mind is bad, bad, bad every single time, and that is overgeneralization. The fifth one is magical thinking. Now, a lot of people tend to also think that if they're nice and if they're good, nothing bad will ever happen to them. That is magical thinking. The sixth unhelpful thinking style is personalization. You can think of it as everything is my fault. For example, if your partner is unhappy, from there you could start thinking that he is upset or she is upset because of something that I have done. So now you start moving things around to make sure that your partner is happy with you again. That is personalization, where you take everything as your responsibility and you take the entire blame on you. The seventh unhelpful thinking style is jumping to conclusions. In this, you're assuming things without any kind of evidence. For example, you really like this person and you want to go out on a date, but even before approaching, you're already thinking, I will be rejected. So you don't even go ask them out, and that is mind reading. The next one is fortune telling. If in your mind you've successfully rejected yourself, now you're looking for every possible reason for why you should be rejected. That is fortune telling. The eighth unhelpful thinking style is emotional reasoning. For example, if you feel like a bad friend, that means you think to yourself, I am a bad friend. So what's happening in your mind is you're equating feelings to facts. That's called emotional reasoning. The ninth one is disqualifying the positive. Now, if you submit a paper and you've got feedback from 10 people, 9 people have told you the wonderful things that you have done in your paper, but that one person has given you some negative remark. That's it. Now, your mind is only brewing on that one negative remark, and everything else that is positive is completely disqualified. That is disqualifying the positive. The 10th unhelpful thinking style is shoulds and musts. These messages that we give ourselves. I should not make a mistake. I should not be angry. I must be a good friend. all these messages can put a lot of pressure. The last unhelpful thinking style is all or nothing thinking. That is, we are thinking in extremes. I never amount to anything. I always make a mistake. My parents will always be upset with me. I'm a bad parent. So what's happening is I'm thinking in absolutes and I let that dictate my day. Now that you know about all these unhelpful thinking styles, it's time that we start examining them and be mindful of them. I'm going to recommend to y'all a free app. It's called Feartools, where you will be able to not just put down your cognitive model, that is the situation, emotions and thoughts, but with this app, you will also be able to click the button cognitive distortions or nothing but the unhelpful thinking styles, and you'll be able to identify and be mindful of what are these styles that you engage in. Let me summarize the video for you. So we spoke about unhelpful thinking styles and also the app which will help you examine and be mindful of what unhelpful thinking styles you're using. If you have any questions or feedback, leave your comment below and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Also, if you do find your friends, family or anybody else who struggle with these unhelpful thinking styles, please share this video with them. They will definitely benefit from it. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for looking at this video, and I'll see you all again next week with another mental health video. Take care. Bye-bye for now.